Would Scotland be better off being independent of the UK?
I would think not so, because of all the economic and political factors which would be adversely affected, like it wouldn't be able to trade as well, and they wouldn't be as united together, so I wouldn't think so.
How do you know that?
Because of the amount of money that England and Scotland share together to pour into their government programmes, and if they didn't have that together, then it would become a very unorganised banking system.
Okay. What about yourself?
Well, actually, I'm an electrical engineer, so I'm in kind of the energy business, and I think Scotland on its own, they are capable of holding on the energy market, but I don't think this time is the right time. I think the economic climate's pretty poor, and I don't think the idea of having Scotland independent and the pride of your country isn't a bad thing on its own, but I don't think it's worthwhile losing what could be a lot of employment, losing a lot of social benefits at the moment. I come from Northern Ireland, being someone who's been in that kind of war between independence and being part of the UK. I kind of think there's a lot of good, a lot of bad, but at the moment, I think we should stick with the UK.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
It's off!
Cool.
Got it. Right.
So why do you think that?
Is this motion picture? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me.
Is it like me?
Okay, he's definitely a Unionist. In 1607, Scotland was more or less unionized, and since then, Scotland has prospered. And now you guys are thinking of seceding, and it's a kiss of death. It's better to win from within.
So you're all saying no?
I mean,
We're all saying no.
I'm not saying no.
We're all saying no.
No.
What are you saying?
it's much better
Why
to
not?
stay in and complain.
Why not?
Why not?
Why do you say that?
I just don't know anymore. Trying to make it much
What was the
more mess of
question
it than they are down here.
What's behind you?
So what'd you say there, sorry?
He wants Facebook.
See, we're trying to make much more of a mess of it than they are down in Finland.
Thank you.
Best small country.
Should Scotland be independent?
No!
Why not?
Because it's daft.
Why is it daft?
Nah, you should. No, never. Never ever be independent. You're British. We fought together in wars. We should stay together.
Okay, thank you.
There may be another war one day, and we'll all be together. And there's.
What's that?
Should have done it in the 70s when we discovered oil.
Right.
Because then we've got all the money coming in. That's
So what do you think now?
Well,
then?
David Cameron's just turned around and said to Wales and Northern Ireland that to convince Scotland not to go independent. To be fair, I'm probably going to vote no, mainly because we should be going for devolution like Wales is trying to go, and as similar to what Ireland's done.
So why don't we just like get independence and be done with it if we're just wanting all the power?
Well, they're not wanting all the fact is we need to share the wealth.
Right.
The fact is they've
Mr.
taken.
Simon has not come up with any of the proper answers. He keeps fudging the questions, and the fish can go to hell.
There's your answer.
Thanks, pal. Have a good game.
Thanks very much, man.
Would Scotland be better off independent from the UK?
If we keep the oil here, yeah. But it depends. Are the English going to let us keep it oil?
It depends what it's going to cost. The big question about that is, what is it going to cost the single man? What is it going to cost the family
Is that
that's got 2 kids? What is it going to cost us in tax and you know, everything else? It's just like, what is it going to cost us to have independence? The Braveheart era is over. So it was done in '95. That was the reason we got devolution. You know, just because that film, it was like, yeah, we should have independence. But it's what it's going to cost people having a single person having a job, a family having 3 kids. This is the questions that are not getting asked. They're not. I've read the white paper. It's just the same old stuff. They're not actually telling people anything. As far as I'm concerned, from what I've read online, because you can read it online. But
so the question, what question do you want answered the most?
the question is answers. What's it going to cost a single man,
Right.
yeah, on his own to be taxed for an independent Scotland?
Right.
What is it for a family of 3 to live live in an independent Scotland, what is it going to cost us tax-wise? Because when it comes down to it, it's all about money. You know, you can go through that Braveheart thing, it's not, it doesn't make any sense. Economically, are we going to still keep the pound? Are we going to join the euro? We're not, these are questions that are not getting answered.
Do you think because it's like February now, do you think it's a question that should have been answered by now?
It should have been done long ago, years ago.
This white paper that came out should have answered that, and it hasn't. It's just the same old runaround that you get when you read it. You're like, well, it's not really answering the questions that people need to know to be able to make that vote. Say, right, what is it going to cost us to live in an independent Scotland? Because
how much will it cost? Just because we've been ruled by the English government for so long. And yeah, they can turn around and say, but yeah, we had a Scottish Prime Minister, but he's so sucked up by the English that have ruled him. It's like, that's the way I feel.
Well, I think it's a monetary thing. I think it's a monetary thing. People need to know what it's going to cost them to live in an independent Scotland. We haven't get these questions answered.
Okay. Thanks for your time, boys. Have a good game.
People. And they've all said no.
Right.
Most of the people.
Why is that?
Security. They just want the security of what they've got already.
Alright.
The unknown.
The unknown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Venturing into the unknown.
Okay, have a good game, boys.
Yeah,
do you think Scotland would be better off independent from the UK?
I think it might be, but I think they'd have to be careful. Like, it could go really wrong, but I think if they, took their time with it, I think if they did that, it might be a slightly better shot.
What do you think?
I don't want them to kick me out personally, being an English person, so that's what I'm concerned about, because I like it here.
Okay.
It's my concern.
What about you?
I have no idea, I don't know anything about it.
So you're going to vote? Sitting on the fence. Hey, thanks for your time, girls.
Sorry that we've...
Do you think we'd be better off independent from the UK?
I do, but I don't think that's really a question. It's whether you want independence or not.
Well, do you want independence?
Oh, aye.
Why?
I think Scotland are quite unique in their problems, and just that their whole setup is totally different.
Right.
We should be quite a wealthy country, and we're not. And why are we not? And it must be because
why do you think?
The law of the land and the way the money is spent is to cure England's problems, not Scotland's problem.
Okay, thank you. Should Scotland be independent? Would it be better off independent from the UK?
Well, I think long term, I think you're better staying with the English or with the UK, only because I think in this day and age we need to stick together and pool our resources. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would say no. What is yours take? I would say yes.
Right, why would you say no first?
Well, because I'm at uni and I just don't see how they could keep the fees for everyone after me free, or they could get the government to pay for it. What? Sorry. Because we're going to run out of money eventually when all the oil is finished.
Right, why would you say yes?
From a student point of view.
Just from a point of view that you should be yourselves and do your own thing. That's
See, I can still respect that.
Yeah, do your own thing. Don't bow down to what anybody else tells you. Do your own thing.
Right.
It's a flip side either way. It goes up and down to both of them.
Well, you're a man of experience.
Old?
No, I'm just saying older. I don't mean that, but you must have heard it quite a lot in your lifetime. Oh, we want to be independent, this and that, and it's quite interesting to hear somebody like you say to us without being automatically saying, let's do it.
No, it's a very much a make your own way and make your own decisions and put up with it. Live with what you decide to do and your thing. And I think you should.
Okay, thanks for your time. Enjoy the game.
Thanks.
Would Scotland be better off independent from the UK?
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Oh, that's a really political question.
Well, you might be on camera.
Oh, I know, but you didn't tell us what we were asking for.
Right, come on.
Because I think that actually, genuinely, the people of Scotland actually have policies which look after themselves in a way that they may not otherwise.
Right, okay. What about you? So, I know you've stood away from the camera. What do you think?
I think their healthcare policies will be better than what is being offered UK-wide.
Right, okay. What about you lads? What do you think? Would Scotland be better off?
I think it would. Yes, I think it would.
Right, why?
I think for independent businesses who are trying to build the country up, and then they would be far better, because Alex Salmond realises that the private sector is the way that it has to be built up, as opposed to having to rely on other parts of the way that the business is done.
What about you, sir?
I think Scotland possesses most of the UK's natural resources, and the only resort that the Westminster contingent have had to try and persuade people away from independence is scaremongering, and that tells its own story, I think.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Ron. Sir, would Scotland get better off independent from the UK?
No, I don't think so.
Why is that?
I think we're a united country.
Right.
I'm in the armed forces, I'm not getting a vote.
You're not getting?
No, because I'm serving the armed forces and I don't reside in Scotland. I live in England because of where I'm posted.
Right. So do you think that's unfair, you're not getting a vote?
Yeah, I was born and bred in Scotland. I joined the British Army, which is part of Scotland, and I'm not allowed to vote. Where my 16-year-old nephew is now allowed to vote.
Right.
What does he know about? He doesn't pay taxes, he doesn't really understand the whole system. I mean, at the end of the day, Scotland gets independence, am I out of job? Who pays my pension?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Right, okay, thanks for your time. Enjoy the game.